much as 3 months in the womb, your emotions remember stuff.
Wow.
3 months in the womb.
Wow.
You ever heard, I don't know why I act like this. I don't know why I behave like this. I don't know why I do this. I don't know why I feel this way. I don't know why. Well, it could have been that your mother was carrying you and she was depressed. It could have been that your mother was carrying you and she actually wanted to abort you. It could have been your mother was carrying you and then she was being physically abused by the baby daddy. And guess what? As you're developing in that womb, your emotions is feeling all of that. Now what happens with that? It stays there. Or something happens when you were 10 or 6 or 7. Normally, especially in our culture, we do not address issues.
Come on, teach
They
it.
should.
We sweep stuff under the rug. We don't face it. We suppress it. So what happens is it goes from your conscious to your subconscious. When you were a child, I understand, because you didn't have the capacity to handle the pain. Mentally, you were not developed. Your brain does not develop fully until you're 24, 25 years old. That's why when you hit a certain age, 23, 24, 25, your insurance goes down. Do you know why? Because the insurance company understands that now your brain has fully developed and you have some cognitive abilities that you didn't have growing up. So when you're dealing with trauma as a child or even an adolescent, mentally, you're not fully developed. You don't understand. You don't have the capacity to handle what happened. So what do? You suppress. You numb. Watch this. You disassociate. Right? And what happens with your brain, because your brain is multiple organisms, your brain becomes fragmented. I talked about the childhood, you don't have the capacity, you don't have, right? But now you're grown. You're an adult. You are mature. You have life experiences. You have life perceptions, right? So you don't have the same mentality that you had as a child. Because you're an adult. Y'all understand that? Mm-hmm. Now watch this. Whatever age you were when you dealt with that trauma, your emotional memory gets stuck at that point.
Wow.
You ever been with somebody that grown but they act like kids?
Yes.
I feel like I'm with another kid. You act like one of my kids.
Y'all,
don't look at me.
Oh, yeah.
Because whatever age you were when you dealt with that trauma, you can become emotionally stuck at that age. So when you're triggered, anybody ever heard of triggers?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Or projections?
Absolutely, amen.
When you're triggered, emotionally, I'm going to do an illustration. Emotionally, you actually go back to that childhood state.
Wow.
Okay, so what happens is people are afraid of pain and wounds. In order to get healed, you have to face that wound.
Yes.
If you go to the doctor and there's something wrong with your leg, he does not operate on your arm.
That's right.
The first thing they want to know is, what's going on with you? Where is it? So there's a method that I use where I trace the trigger back to the root. I said, I don't want to talk to the adult you, right? Because you're guarded. Come on, you're blocking it. Do I have permission to talk to that girl inside of you? And I literally talk to them as I'm talking to whatever age the trauma was. I actually talk. I don't. Come out! You hear what I'm saying? No. Because everything's not a demon.
Amen. Come on.
All right, teach it.
And if you're dealing with a wound, but you're yelling at them like a demon, and they were yelled at growing up, now you're wounding them over again.
Yes.
Inner healing and deliverance is a ministry of love.